The miracle child carrying the weight of American hope. The legend of Alysa Liu, born in 2005, didn't start on the ice, it started with a single father's dream. Arthur Liu, a California attorney, took the road less traveled surrogacy to bring Alysa into the world. She laced up her first pair of skates at 5 years old. No one saw it coming. That cherubic face hid a killer instinct and a talent that was simply freakish. At 13, she shattered the glass ceiling, shocking the nation as the youngest national champion in history. She didn't just win, she obliterated the laws of physics. First American woman to land a triple axel, followed by the gravity-defying quad lutz. These were moves that make even the top male skaters sweat. Back then, she was the golden girl, the hope, the face of a fearless, explosive new generation. But behind the perfect spins lay a crushing pressure and a dark shadow stalking her family. Here's the twist: her father, Arthur Liu, was a political refugee from China, a survivor of the Tiananmen Square crackdown in 1989. That history put a bullseye on the Liu family. To the regime in Beijing, this wasn't sports, it was personal. As Alysa's star rose on the world stage, foreign operatives started moving in the shadows. Late 2021, right before the Beijing Olympics, the FBI dropped a bombshell on Arthur, a plot codenamed Operation Nightingale. Chinese agents were infiltrating, stalking and plotting to sabotage Alysa's career just to squeeze her father. Real cloak and dagger stuff. The tension peaked at the 2022 Olympics. Alysa had to compete right in the heart of hostile territory. While other athletes partied, Alysa carried a burner phone from the feds, flanked by bodyguards looking over her shoulder every second. Picture being 16, trying to land the hardest jumps on Earth, knowing the eyes watching from the dark want you to fail. She finished 7th. Respectable, sure, but she left that ice mentally destroyed and totally drained. April 2022. The world waited for her next move. Instead, she dropped the mic. "I hit my goals. Now I want a normal life." One short Instagram post. That was it. It hit the skating world like a bucket of ice water. A generational talent gone before she even peaked. Was it the spies? The pressure? For 2 years, Alysa Liu just lived like a normal teenager. School dances, hanging with friends, no more brutal training regimens, no more bleeding feet. But in the quiet away from the noise, she found something she thought she'd lost: the love. Not for the flag, not to spite the stalkers. She came back because her own heart demanded it. Her return in 2024 wasn't about the hype. It hit different this time. It was about autonomy. She wasn't the miracle kid in a box anymore. She was a woman writing her own script. That set the stage for the greatest comeback in Olympic history: the return of the Phoenix and the hunt for gold. After a 2-year hiatus, her return for the 2024 to 2025 season wasn't just a sports headline, it was a declaration of independence. Gone was the scared 16-year-old looking for shadows. This was Alysa with a whole new mindset. She wasn't chasing scores. She was chasing that feeling of flight, the joy the politics had stolen from her. May 2026. Winter Games, Milano Cortina, Italy. The world holds its breath. Can the prodigy pull it off after the long break? The answer came in the women's singles final. With the music swelling, Alysa launched into her triple axels with surgical precision. Every rotation screamed freedom. When she nailed that final landing, the arena absolutely erupted. Record-breaking score. Alysa Liu took the gold, the medal that slipped through her fingers 4 years prior. It wasn't just a win on the scoreboard, it was a jackpot. The media went into a frenzy over lifetime contract offers from major corporations. The ultimate comeback story sells. She didn't just beat the competition, she beat her own fear. And standing quietly in the background, Arthur Liu, the father, the protector, the lighthouse in the storm. You can't tell this story without talking about his guts and sacrifice. A successful American lawyer, sure, but he was the shield that kept the political storm from crushing his daughter. A guy who stood up for democracy in '89 and fled to the States. He knew exactly what kind of monster they were dealing with when Alysa got famous. While she skated, he was up all night with the FBI fighting a silent war to keep his little girl safe. Arthur never demanded gold medals. He only ever wanted her to be free. When Alysa announced her retirement in 2022, Arthur was her biggest supporter. And when she decided to storm back, he was the first one lacing up her skates. The sight of Arthur fighting back tears in the stands as the Star-Spangled Banner rose over Milano 2026 became the ultimate symbol of a father's love, fueling the dream of freedom. He proved that a father can build a fortress of safety for his child, even when the outside world is drowning in conspiracies and control. Two paths. One shared heritage. If Alysa Liu is the great escape breaking political chains to find her soul, then Eileen Gu remains the riddle the world is still trying to solve. At the 2026 Games, the clash of these two young women was a collision of ideologies, a battle of destinies where the line between sport and statecraft vanished. While Alysa carried a burner phone to dodge surveillance, Eileen walked the red carpet treated like royalty from Beijing to Milan. Eileen is a paradox. Born in California, raised on American elite education, yet she chose to wear the Chinese flag in 2019. Her meteoric rise drags a long shadow of unanswered questions about her citizenship. China has a strict ban on dual nationality, yet Eileen has never publicly shown the receipts for renouncing her American passport. Her signature deflection: when I'm in China, I'm Chinese. When I'm in the US, I'm American. A masterclass in branding, or as critics call it, a calculated play to cash in on both sides. Western media won't let it go. Is there a secret deal for Eileen? While other athletes face suffocating rules, she seems to operate in her own diplomatic green zone. She became the billboard queen for massive conglomerates from luxury fashion to banking, raking in tens of millions of dollars every single year. Skeptics whisper she isn't just an athlete, she's a carefully engineered soft power weapon. Her silence on sensitive human rights issues, or the safety of athletes like Peng Shuai, is seen as the rent she pays to keep her business empire standing. Is she a cultural bridge, or just a high-class mercenary picking the winning team to maximize her bank account? At the 2026 Olympics, Alysa's victory was pure personal redemption, while every medal round Eileen's neck carried the heavy weight of propaganda. Eileen might have the money, the fame, and the billions of fans, but she can't escape the haunting question from Alysa's corner. What is the actual price of freedom? Two girls, same bloodline, but two radically different answers to loyalty and identity in the 21st century. Alysa Liu's narrative in 2026 ended better than any Hollywood script could write. It's a wake-up call that greatness isn't just landing quads or triple axels. It's the guts to stand your ground when the whole world tries to spin you. Alysa became a beacon for a new generation. For every kid lost in the chaos searching for who they are, she proved you can walk away from the ice to find your soul. And when you return fueled by nothing but pure love, the world doesn't just watch, it bows.